Steve, I know how much Bucky means to you, but stay out of this one. You'll only make things worse. Hey guys, Silhouette here. I decided to do another makeup tutorial. Most of you, when asked between Widow and Loki, wanted Widow, which wasn't really a surprise to me. I get a lot of people saying, "Oh, you look like ScarJo," and I'm like, thank you. Makeup. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I'm going for the Civil War look this time. You can see here's Natasha all pretty and styled, and mostly styled. Okay, so I'm going to put on my wig, and get started. So there we are, wig cap. I recommend usually putting on your wig first. It kind of depends on the style if it's going to get in your way when you're doing the makeup, but because having a different hair color completely changes what your makeup is going to look like on your face. So first thing is foundation. I'm using something cheap. It's Maybelline. I'm super pale, so I basically use the palest foundation I can. Generally you want to use something that's as close to your skin tone as possible, or it will look slightly strange. After that, I use a concealer. This is a concealer stick. It is also from Walmart. Wet n Wild. So just for any blemishes, acne, shadows under your eyes, whatever. And to cap it all off, I use a powder. It's mostly gone. This is just a matte powder. Kind of keeps everything together, gets the shine away. So those are the steps I do for pretty much every cosplay. Foundation, concealer, powder. It's a nice base, and then you can work from there doing your contouring, makeup, whatever you're doing. I generally do contouring first before I do any eyes, lips, eyebrows, because I like having the base to work from. So I have the face shape, and then I do whatever else on top of it. So for Black Widow, cheekbones, contouring right in here. So I'm using a brown powder. It's kind of pinky brown. This is CoverGirl. For contouring, you want to use something that is more of a cool tone. Like bronzer generally does not work very well because it's so warm. It's like yellow and orange, and it ends up looking strange. Cool tones will set the shadows back further in your face. And you want something that's not shimmery, which is admittedly hard to find. Finding an eyeshadow that is not shimmery. So I'm just doing cheekbones right in here. I tend to go a little darker than I would normally for another character because both my Widow wigs, they frame the face better, so there is going to be more shadow right in here. I'll do a little bit in the eyes, set them back a little bit, and to provide a base for the eyeshadow that I do later, and along the jaw and under the lip. She has those full lips, so they'll create more of a shadow right in there. I'm also using it's just a makeup brush. It has a small end and a large end, which is convenient. I also like to bring the shadow out from the eye just a little bit. It's since my eyes are sort of rounder than hers are, so this will create a little bit of impression of length that way. Noses are hard. It is because your nose is so, 3D, it is very hard to make your nose look like somebody else's nose. To thin mine out up here, I'm just taking the brown again and doing a little bit right from the eyebrow down. But not so much that it makes me look like I have, incredible eyebrows. A little bit under the nose. Which kind of shortens the nose a little bit. And trying to get sort of the round, she has, her nose kind of comes out more at the tip than any other point. So that was the shadows, and the opposite of that would be the highlights, both of which will add to the contouring, changing face shape illusion. For highlights, I have this concealer highlighter stick from e.l.f. e.l.f. is a great brand, it's cheap, and it's awesome. So I'm going to highlight different places, cheekbones, a little bit above the forehead, and right on the nose there. I'm going to do a little bit of blush. She doesn't wear a ton, but she does have some color in her cheeks. This is just a really kind of neutral blush. Not super pink, not super red. So just going in along the cheek there. Eyeshadow. I have another palette of brown eyeshadow. This one's slightly sparklier, so I generally save it for around the eyes. And I'm going to use my brush again, start with the big ends, and there's just sort of light brown. And I'm going to go into the majority of the lid area. Taking a darker brown on my little brush and going right on the lid. So the hardest part for me personally is the rest of the eyes, because I'm a liquid eyeliner. I have a love-hate relationship with it. It's awesome when it doesn't smudge. Widow has a little bit more of like a winged eyeliner look in Civil War. So I'm going to take my liquid eyeliner of Doom here, and I'm just going to do sort of a thinnish-ish line right along the top of my lash line there. See how this goes. Good browners. So for the lower lid, she has some eyeliner. I use dark brown. Just a dark brown pencil. Just right along the lash line and going up to meet that point there. And then I'm just going to take a black eyeliner pencil and then just go in and kind of even that out, fill it in a little bit. Then just mascara. This is a basic black poofy brush. I'm running out. I'm just going to run top lashes. Now, eyebrows. She has very distinctly shaped eyebrows that arch up a lot. So I'm taking a medium brown to start with. And because my eyebrows are already fairly brown, so I'm just going to very lightly shape them. If you end up getting them a little too dark, like I think this one especially is a little dark, I'm taking a little bit of my liquid concealer and just very gently brushing it on, and that will take away some of that without, you know, messing up the shape. And since we are dealing with red hair, I have a reddish pencil. One of the most important things about doing makeup for cosplay is making sure your eyebrows match your hair. Sort of making sure they complement each other in a way that looks natural, or that it's supposed to. And now we have the other distinctive thing about Black Widow, which is the very, very full lips, ScarJo lips. So I start with a lip liner. This is a very neutral, pinky, beigey color, and I'm just going to do the outline of where I want my lips to be, you know, above and below where my natural lip line is. And then I have a pink lip gloss. It's not super pink, but it's pink. So I'm just going to fill in that area that I just outlined. I'm also going to add a little bit of this intense purpley magenta color because her lips in Civil War are actually a lot pinker than we usually see them. Just got a tiny bit of that. You could probably find the perfect color in one shade in a lipstick, but I do not own very many lipsticks. And the last thing I'm going to do is the little beauty mark that she has right about there. I'm going to take my little brown pencil. I'm just going to make very light, it's supposed to be very light, just a little mark there. And then I'm just going to take my powder, again, with my fluffy brush, and just go over everything. Kind of sets everything in the lips. Sets everything in, blends it all together. Keeps the shine away. That is, hair out of my face here, pretty much the Civil War Black Widow look. Like so. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful, easy to follow, and I just want to say also thank you just for, you guys are awesome. I never imagined that this many people would actually be interested in the nonsense that I do. So thank you. So yeah, it's been great. See you around as Loki next time. It's my evil laugh.